Hello, I'm just going to show you how to do some stitches. So here we've got the Parthenese Tiger Moth template, and I use straight stitches with all my embroidery kits. So it's up from the back using one strand of cotton, I always use one strand, down at the front. That's a straight stitch, that's it. So all my kits are, if you can do that, you can do any of these kits because they're all the same. So up from the back, down at the front. I don't bother about them being too tidy, it doesn't matter. We can go back over the top and correct them later. I think it's much more freeing just to go in any way you might want to without really thinking about it, to be honest. I mean, we're sticking to these sort of template lines if you like, but you don't even have to do that if you didn't want to. But what I'm going to show you now is a split stitch. So a split stitch is like a straight stitch, but it's used to do straight lines. It makes everything a whole lot easier, but it's like a straight stitch. So again, you come up from the back and you go down at the front. So that's a straight stitch, but to make the split stitch, we're going to go right through the middle of that stitch and then back down again, and it creates this very straight line. So straight through the middle. It is difficult with one strand, but if you get as near as you can, down again, up through the middle, down again, and that's it. Creates a nice straight line. Now to curve a stitch, it's normally called stem stitch. This, I think it's because stems of flowers are curved, maybe that's where that come from. So I'm coming up from the back and down at the front, but before I do that, I'm catching this thread here in this hand, and I'm going to just put, before I let it go like that, I am just going to put it straight through the middle on that line where I want it to curve. Can you see that? So as I pull, it's just going to do that and create this nice little curve. If you were to do it using straight stitches, it would look a little bit stilted. I use this a lot for any curve lines. So again, I'm holding on to that straight through the middle, and that supports that stitch. So down at the front, keep hold of that, and up through the middle. It's quite satisfying, that. I use this a lot on the pet portraits when it's got curved fur. And it gives movement as well. There we go, like that. So you don't have to hold it, you can just sort of do that. But that's it, that's the only 3 stitches I use. So it's straight stitch, split stitch and stem stitch to curve it. And that's it, you just keep going all the way through. And if you can do that, you can complete one of these. Okay, that's all for now.